the popcorn, grab the Coke, and find that old VHS. We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a vintage quest. Low reviews but high on laughs. Let's give these films a cheer. The cult classics, flops, and nuts, they're our top picks this year. We're the Ejectables, rolling back the years, celebrating movies that no one else cheers. From backhanded juice to epic fails, we say it's all good. We're the Ejectables, yeah, we're misunderstood.
Welcome to the Ejectables. This is the show where movie enthusiasts Bill and Ian join forces with a weekly rotating guest to celebrate movies that we feel have been unjustly panned by the critics or sadly ignored and forgotten by the audiences. This week's rotating guest is a very special, near and dear guest to my heart, my big brother Christian. Woo! Woo! Welcome to the show, itty bitty big brother. Christian is
thank you.
LA-based actor, puppeteer with 3 beautiful daughters and an amazing wife named Camille. Here's a little intro video, so I stopped talking.
Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee.
10,000 stage-struck kids showed up, hoping, praying for a job with the road company of Rent.
Christian Anderson was one of those unheard voices. He's been surviving like many aspiring actors in New York.
Here you go. Ketchup and ice. You work the graveyard shifts just so you can pay your rent, so you can stay in the city, because that's where you have to be in order to do what you want to do. And you just keep on trying and keep on trying and keep on trying.
Glory! And remember Christian Anderson? After 10 years in restaurants, the waiting is over.
It changes your life. And hopefully I won't have to go back to the diner and then try to get another job.
That'd be okay. I mean, cause hey, I like you anyway.
The internet is for porn!
Maybe it ends in a party. Maybe it ends with ennui. Maybe it ends with a bunch of you.
My boyfriend.
Yeah, we stay up all night, it's nuts. Get on the iPad and Google butts.
Why are you so greedy?
I don't know. Why are you so hairy?
Party pooper! Woohoo!
I'm so excited, Mom. Gonna sing for Mel B.
Hello?
Hi.
What's your name?
Ira Fennel Bloom. You are so beautiful.
Mel B.
You're everything I hope for. After I sang my song and I saw all the smiles and all the people in the crowd, I realized that I do have a calling, and that's to sing and make people happy.
In youth, believe in love, let's get it on. Thank you. Unusual to be.
Now sing and make us happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a nice brother. What a nice brother, man.
Isn't he a nice brother? Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's like, you are pretty darn impressive and a very sweet, funny big brother. So thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Ejectables.
Guess I won't beat you up after this.
No, you totally can. You can. So do you want to get into it? Should we just jump right in?
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
Now, I need to ask you, little big brother, what movie would you not eject this week?
You mean out of these 3 movies?
Oh, what is your movie pick this week? I guess that didn't come out right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What did you choose for the show?
So I picked, I don't know exactly when it came out, but I picked a movie called The Girl in the Cafe. It's an HBO film starring Bill Nighy. There we go. When did this come out?
I think it came out in 2005.
2005, yeah. And I just found it on HBO, and I just fell in love with it. And I hadn't seen it in a long time. It's really hard to find. I can't find it on HBO. I had to order the DVD to watch it again.
Did Ian pay for it?
No.
I sent him my choice, though.
He sent me his choice, yeah. But, you know, it came wrapped in like a magazine page.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like no cover. Just like, what the hell is this? And there it was.
Discontinued.
Is it?
Birth? Yeah, it's very hard to find.
Oh, Birth, you can, my choice, you can rent it like on iTunes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yours, though, Christian, you can find on YouTube. The whole movie's there.
Oh, really?
And we'll talk about where to find these movies at the end. But yeah, it's on YouTube. Not very clear copy, but the whole movie's there.
Oh.
Speaking
I hadn't seen it in years. Yeah.
Should we just go to a clip and then we'll talk about it from there?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And this is stolen from, we're doing another show after this, so I have 5,000 clips. This is stolen from YouTube.
I had a boyfriend who used to make us sit like this. He felt being directly opposite me put too much pressure on him to talk.
Did he stay your boyfriend for long?
No. Though it wasn't that did for us, really. He used to sleep in old, stripy Marks and Sparks pajamas with the top button done up.
I'd never do the top button up.
Yeah, isn't it sweet?
It is very sweet. So what did you, why do you think this movie should not be ejected? Even though it's really hard to find. So if you wanted to eject it, you probably couldn't. But tell us.
I don't know. I find this movie really charming. I love all these like English films, like About Time, Notting Hill, which I guess is more. I don't know. You've got Julia Roberts in there, so I don't know. But the Full Monty, I'm sorry.
It's the same writer.
Really, is Notting Hill? Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the Full Monty, in which you were in the play of.
Yeah, the musical, the First National. Yeah. I just love the tiny sensibility about these movies. They're small little stories, and I guess I'm a bit of an Anglophile. I don't know, I love the performances. Bill Nighy, something about him, he's one of my favorites. I got to meet him actually.
Really?
Around this time that I saw this movie. I think I saw it. I was staying at my friend Ann Harada's apartment while we were in rehearsals for in the intro that you did. You had a little thing of High Fidelity, and while I was in rehearsals for that, I found this movie and was watching it and kind of used Bill Nighy's uncomfortable characteristics and whatever as a little bit of a basis for what I was going to do in that show. And then when our show closed after a week and a half, I was in the show with this guy named John Patrick Walker. He's married to Hope Davis. Hope Davis is friends with Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore and Bill Nighy were in a play. We went to go see the play, and I got to meet Bill Nighy.
Oh, that's cool.
But I didn't tell him about how I was inspired by him. But I don't know. Anyway, I just fell in love with the film, and I thought I didn't know what I was going to do with this part, I guess. But I fell in love with this film. I love this character, and I thought I'm going to steal some of that. I don't know if I did, but.
Well, did you read? I was reading that supposedly he stole his inspiration for this role from Adam Sandler in Punch Drunk Love.
Yes, I read that.
Which is cool. Like he's wanted to be funny without trying to be funny, which is a challenge. But no, it's good. I think it's a perfect pick as an ejectable because it's obviously very hard to find, definitely underrated.
Right. So it's been forgotten.
I'd never heard of it. I had never heard of it. And they're both really good actors. And that's Kelly MacDonald, right? From Trainspotting.
From Trainspotting, right?
No
Country for Old Men, bunch of stuff. Yeah. Also, I love the story also that leads them to Reykjavik, and what they're talking about and how her past and meeting up with Lawrence and how she can't keep her mouth shut, at these like odd times. And how it does, create change. It's a little heavy-handed with the message, sort of, but maybe not. I don't know. It's this tiny little story with this ginormous message, sort of.
Well, I was thinking when I was watching, like, they are so good. It's a very sweet, little, quiet movie. But then I didn't say it's slight. That's your choice, Paul Bearer, several months back. But I was like, I don't entirely buy that she's into him. I don't entirely buy this, why she's so into him, because he doesn't ask her anything. We don't know anything about her.
Nothing. She says that in the film too.
Yeah, that no one knows anything about her.
Like you don't know anything about it. I can't do.
He doesn't act or anything. He just talks. Yeah. But maybe she finds that he's like a, like a father figure, and that's what she digs. I don't know.
Oh, maybe she's into grandpas. I don't know.
And we'll just think he's just slightly older than we are in this movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
But seems like 30 years older than she is.
He was 30 years older than she was at that time.
Yeah.
Christian, can you do that one more time?
You don't know. You don't ask anything about me. I don't know.
You sound just like her.
Hey, donkey.
I don't know.
In my belly. Yeah.
Sorry. That was a spot imitation, right? The first one.
You don't even ask anything about me.
Hey, say this line. There was one line I liked that she said in the movie. She said, "Thank you."
Oh, I know what she said. She said, "Thank you. I love grandpas. I want to bed with a grandpa in Reykjavik."
No, she said, "Thank you. You've been tender and true, and that's unusual." Now say it.
And I'm into grandpas. Yes.
You didn't say the line.
Oh, what was the line?
Thank you. You've been tender and true, and that's unusual.
But you haven't asked anything about me, donkey.
No, that's what.
What did she say?
I'm not going to say it again. I'm not saying it.
Oh, you want me to say that line that you said?
Yes.
No, I want you to say, "Get it in my belly" again. I don't know.
No.
Get in my belly.
I think it's a very sweet movie. I did have trouble believing it at times, but then I think about Bill's and my choices, which there's age differences. There's a mega age difference.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
And both of our films are. I mean, I think yours is
the time travel thing. Yeah,
yours is kind of based in a reality. That's why at times I'm like, why is she into him? And then the fact she makes that speech and then changes the world, which is nice. And I think it's nice. It's a charming little film. I can recommend it. Bill?
This thing is so action-packed. It reminds me of Die Hard.
Yeah, the way how he stirred that sugar in the tea.
You only see one movie about the G8 summit. This is your movie here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
This is the G8 summit movie you've been waiting for, been dying for. It's so much. Tony Kemp would love it. That's how much he would love it.
Kemp.
Okay, sorry.
From Shutter Island.
This movie is great.
I have to say though, when I told Bill what your choice was for our show this week, he's like, "Oh, that's a great movie, great pick." And then he's watching it, and then he doesn't. Did you actually see it before?
I thought I did.
Okay.
But maybe I was in a coma.
Oh, that's mean. He's never gonna come back now.
Long time ago.
I love you, Christian.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And let me lean over this way.
This is just
sorry.
This thing is just action packed. You see the sexual tension between these two. It's undeniable.
He's very respectful, which is very sweet. And then she's like, "If you don't let me sleep on the couch, I'm gonna turn you in for sexual abuse or whatever, or for a sex crime." And so he's like, "Okay, I'll let you sleep on the couch." So he's very charming that way. Obviously, he's into her, though she's an infant next to him. But
Goo goo gaga.
It's a sweet film.
It's a director of several Harry Potter movies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's Richard Curtis. Has action, suspense, it has everything you want.
It does have suspense because you wonder, are they ever gonna hook up?
Or you wonder when is it over?
No, well, you're wondering, and you wonder the whole movie.
Wow.
My movie's way slower than this one.
It was only an hour and 33 minutes, Bill.
It was super short.
I did watch it with my girlfriend. It just as long as it's not an Ian pick, because we suffered through another Ian pick last night.
But this is from the guy that likes Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes.
Loves it. He says it's one of the greatest comedies of all time.
Midnight special, you have no leg to stand on ever again.
What's
it's
that?
so bad. Nothing. Anyways, It's charming. I was thinking about that other movie he did 2 years ago where he's dying. That movie is so loving. No, not loving.
Living.
Living. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Don't give it. I haven't seen it yet. I have the DVD. We got like the SAG pick or whatever, and I haven't watched it yet.
Wait, it's called Living, and he's dying. What?
What?
Yes.
Don't you get it? That's a great title for a movie about a guy who's dying. I didn't know he was dying. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, thank you. Spoiler.
Well, he's also British.
So he's dying because of that?
Because they smoke
No,
cigars.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you some more spoilers. He's British. He dresses well.
Okay, he's in England.
He's got an accent.
So he's dying.
Yeah, and he's dying also. Yeah,
Okay.
It's called Living. Check it out. I give you guys to see this movie.
Wait, does he die? Does he die?
No, don't say it, Bill.
I'm not going to tell you. But you guys should check it out.
All right, I'll check it out.
I ruined White Lotus for
Christian
him.
has the DVD. He can mail it to you.
I do. You ruined White Lotus the last season?
Yeah, I told him about the tsunami. He didn't even know. Yeah, sorry, Bill. Yeah. Sorry.
Way to do inside jokes for our audience.
Oh no, but I assume our audience has seen it and they know about the tsunami, so I'm not
But we're doing inside jokes that we're texting each other.
Oh, the spoiler alert, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke. It was sad that happened that way. Kind of predictable, but whatever. Okay, so we think it's a charming movie.
Action packed.
Definitely action packed. Hey, because you know what? No, I'm not going to go there. Never mind.
No, you
can go there. Go there.
Go there.
It's pretty exciting to watch. To watch a lot of people talk about a lot of kids dying. And imagining all that.
Oh, that's true. And she suggested putting pictures of it, which would be better in the sequel. There'll be pictures of kids dying.
Mm-hmm. The sequel called the girl in the cafe who is telling the much older guy now, because it's been 20 years, that they didn't keep their promise. So all those kids who would be in their 20s are probably dust.
Though in Bill's movie, he dies. So would that work? Because he's dead.
Well, if we don't have any more children, maybe we can go back and tell him.
Oh, that's right. Because then the sperm will.
I actually misspoke. This is the second best movie about G8 Summit. There's a movie with Vince Vaughn called Unfinished Business. It's a great movie. It has one of the worst soundtracks ever.
My friend Mike's in that.
Oh, I love that movie. And it revolves around a G8 Summit type of thing in Germany. So
you remember the plastic ball they're running in?
Yeah.
My friend Mike is the Asian American guy in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great movie. Horrible soundtrack, though.
I'm sorry. Okay, so should we move on to my amazing pick?
Yeah.
I guess so.
My pick this week is the film Birth, directed by Jonathan Glazer, who also directed Sexy Beast and Under the Skin and The Zone of Interest. And he's definitely, I would say, one of my very favorite directors. I've loved all those movies. Now, this movie is a laugh riot. It's the story. Nicole Kidman is this widow who's about to get remarried 10 years after the death of her husband, when suddenly this little boy who's 10 years old knocks on the door and says, "Hey, I'm your dead husband," which kind of throws everything into a tailspin. And that's where the story takes off from there. I love this movie. Just rewatched it, which verified it is one of my favorite films. And it got some reviews for being a little borderline inappropriate because this boy is 10 and she thinks it is her dead husband. So they get a little close, which is awkward and definitely makes you think in creepy ways. But it's a beautiful film. I think it's beautifully shot, beautifully directed. I would say it's Nicole Kidman's best. She's amazing. There's like this 2-minute, 3-minute shot of her in this watching this concert, kind of, thinking about, is this really my husband? And the camera just pans in on her or zooms in on her for like 3 minutes. And it's just her. It's just, I think it's riveting. I think it's a beautiful film.
Do you have a clip?
Oh my God, I got a clip. I sure do. I'm going to play it once I get down to it here.
You're going to play it.
You're hurting me.
Sean, tell her you'll never see her or bother her again.
I can't. Do you understand that?
Say it.
I can't. I don't want you to bother me again.
And that's the scene leading right up to the scene where the camera's moving in on her in the concert. What'd you guys think? What'd you think, Christian?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it kind of harkened back to like some of those slow old 70s films, kind of like maybe a Hal Ashby sort of like a being there without the silliness, I don't know, just kind of see that first shot of Bill is the husband, right?
Yeah,
Of him
running.
jogging.
Yeah,
Like, in the park. Like,
it's beautiful. And the music by
yeah, the
Alexandre
music
Desplat.
is amazing. Throughout, I loved the soundtrack.
The French dude.
What a crazy cast.
Yeah.
Crazy, amazing cast.
Literally Anne Heche. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought Anne Heche was great. I will say her turn at the end, I felt was a little like, oh really, and then all this stuff. But whatever. It was a slight taste of disappointment, but not really that much. It was nice to see her again. And I was like, fuck Nicole Kidman, because every time I go to AMC, it's like, here we go to the movies, right, mate? I can't do an Australian accent either, but I was just like, I don't want to see. But it just reminded me why she's such a big movie star. She's great. That little boy.
Specifically, she's amazing.
Great.
Oh, that little boy. I worked with him in Belgium. I worked on a film called Little Glory with him. He was older. And I was Facebook friends with his mom until November. She was a Canadian who is very right-wingy. But that's okay. Continue.
But does she want to move to America?
She was idolizing some of our leaders. And I was like, really? That's weird.
Oh, fucking shoot me. Anywho, I loved it. I thought it was great. And the scene where it's kind of like a shot from up above, down below, where he's running around a corner in New York City. It's all snowy.
Yeah.
That's 72nd Street at Riverside. And you can see there's a building on the corner. That's a mosque. I lived in the building right next to that mosque.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, the New York setting is amazing in this film.
It was so amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And in the winter, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful film.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. And the bit, the creepiest bit about the whole thing, I didn't think it was all that creepy. Imagining what could go on from there would have been really creepy. But
it got close, but never stepped too far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
I actually chose it because I wanted you to see it. So
I know you've been telling me about it forever and ever and ever. And I just watched Under the Skin a couple months ago, and
that movie.
I loved it. And Zone of Interest, holy shit!
God. Yeah, just
that movie disturbed the fuck out of me. And then over to White Lotus season 3.
That guy. It's the same guy.
Yeah, he runs the hotel there. Very different. Yeah. But that movie was incredible. Yeah, this is a great director.
Yeah, he's one of the best. What'd you think, Bill?
It's a masterpiece. It's one of the best movies of the 2000s. I remember it was like the first start of the cancel culture where they tried to shut it down because of that bathtub scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it's before everyone had screens on their phones, so they just let it go. It actually made some money. Actually made like $26 million. It's crazy.
Do you think that covered its budget? Because it was like what, 20 million, and I saw it made like 23 to 26 million.
I can't believe in a world this movie would make $26 million. But
I know.
I think it's one of the best movies of the 2000s. New Line made it. It's crazy. It's like a real, which is a mini studio. I can't imagine anyone making a movie like this before. Sexy Beast is a classic, and this is a classic. I won't talk about Zone of Interest, but
Did you see Under the Skin?
I did not.
Oh, I'm gonna do it on this show because that's underrated and it's so good. Spoiler alert, it's so good, and you're gonna hate it. I'm surprised you like this though, because you're like, I could watch paint dry when something's kind of this slow.
Why not watch The Girl in the Cafe?
Yeah.
See, I like good movies, Ian.
Wait, is your next pick Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, it's one of the greatest comedies ever made.
You're undermining your good picks when you say that.
I like good movies, and when Ian picks a good movie, it's like the world stops on its axis.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, but
it's awesome. I want to live in a world where a studio makes this type of movie. It seems crazy to me that we lived during a time where a movie like this was made. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful film. I can't recommend it enough. We'll tell you at the end where to find it. Should we go into your pick, Bill?
Sure.
Which is?
It's about time.
Oh my God, that poster's up. That's so funny.
Yeah, that poster is not the best.
Yeah.
So it's the guy, Richard Curtis. He wrote and directed it. He did The Girl in the Cafe, which is Christian's favorite movie of all time.
What?
And he also...
Without puppets.
He's a famous comedy writer. He worked on, I think, Blackadder and Mr. Bean, and then he did Four Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill. Notting Hill. He had Love Actually. Then he became a director. He did Love Actually.
I love that movie.
Pirate Radio, which didn't really work.
I haven't seen that. It didn't work.
I like that movie too, but
is it good?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, it's.
We'll have you on. Yeah, I want to see it again.
Oh, well, you could pick it, Christian. Next time.
Yeah,
I could pick this.
Ew. Sorry, Bill.
He did Yesterday, which is
my wife is in, or was it cut out of? Actually,
she was cut out of it,
and she got a text from Danny Boyle.
Saying, hey, it wasn't about you. Get in my belly.
He didn't say that.
It is.
No.
Shrek.
No, he doesn't.
And then, so before Yesterday, which he only wrote, he wrote and directed this movie. No one really knew what to make of it. Some people have some problems with the concept. Do we have a clip? Maybe I'll show it.
Oh, yeah. Should I go to the clip?
Yeah.
If it does, just deny it completely.
Well, who's going to bring it up? Your dad. Tim, had any cunnilingus with my daughter recently?
Well, you never know.
Okay.
Dad! Mom. Hi, honey. Oh, this is Tim.
Hello, sir. Ma'am.
Hi.
Well, should we come back when you haven't got any company, or?
Oh, well, that would be quite difficult because Tim actually lives here. Really? With you?
Yes. Yeah, but no oral sex, I promise you.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's filled with such quaint moments. It's a pretty high concept comedy where you're able to go in the closet and go back in time, and people have some issues about it's not super well thought out like Back to the Future. There are a couple holes in the device, but highly recommend it. What do you guys think, Christian? What do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. It was I like those little English films. This was another little Englishy kind of film. I love Domhnall Gleeson, right? And what's her face? Yeah. What's her name? Was it escape?
Rachel McAdams.
Thank you. I love her. She's great. She's funny.
She's charming.
Because he already did in the movie, and I'm already married, and it gets all weird. Yeah, I really liked it. I will say that the device, the time device was a little. It was very funny most of the time, and sometimes a little convenient. And where he comes home and he sees that his baby is not how he remembers the baby, but he somehow fixes it when he's already told he can't fix it. It's kind of like okay, whatever. But I blew past it, and of course Bill Nighy's in it, so you can't really, I can't complain about that. I love that guy, and Margot Robbie's in it too. So that's nice. I liked it. I liked it very much.
Yeah, that's the first time I think I saw Margot Robbie. I think it's super charming.
Yeah.
He totally knows how to work us. Like, he knows how to manipulate an audience, and it does it so well. I was thinking, is it a bit overlong? But then I thought back, there's not a moment I would want to lose from it.
Yeah.
I loved every character. I was thinking like the side story of the sister, was that too much? But I loved her. It's really charming. The device of the sci-fi time travel thing, I'm like, I loved how simple it was. They didn't try to over-explain it. It was just like, you go in the closet, you there's no explanation. And I love that about it. I highly recommend it. It's lovely. It's touching. It's hilarious. The performances are great. And I'm starting to wonder with Bill Nighy, do you think he's really like that? Or actually, was he like that when you met him? Or is that a gimmick, his awkwardness?
It's funny that you should say. I'm going to tell a story. I'll try and make it as brief as possible. So we go and we see this play. It's Julianne Moore, who's just phenomenal and very straightforward, and Bill Nighy, and he's this teacher. I don't remember what the play was called. I don't even remember much about it. I think they're both working in some kind of academic field. And he does this physicality, this weird physicality, but it was more like sensual than he is in either of these two movies, right? That we've just talked about. And he's like, you know, his fingers here on both hands are fused. So you shake his hand, it's like, nice to meet you. He's got this condition. Anyway, he's touching himself and he's like rubbing his ribs and stuff. And I don't know. I just was like, I couldn't take my eyes off him. I just think anything he does, he farts, and I'm like, that was the best, most dramatic fart I've ever heard, you know? And so when we go backstage, we're talking to Julianne Moore, who was great in the play. She was like, but I didn't think she was as great as Bill Nighy. But she's like, oh yeah, well, good thing the director came, because Bill does all this physical stuff that he needs to get rid of. I hope she never sees this. She was very sweet and charming. And I hope he never sees it either, because she was kind of talking behind his back. But then he came in and they were very friendly with each other. But yeah, I guess a little bit. He's got this weird physicality about him. But he was very confident when I met him. Like Christopher Walken, I guess. They've got their things, their quirks. Yeah. Well, that's why I was wondering, like, is it a gimmick? Does he do that because he likes Christopher Walken's work? But going back to the finger thing,
they're not like Christopher. I worked with Christopher Walken. They're nothing like it.
Oh,
Bill Nighy's a real actor.
Yeah, he is great. But I wanted to go. Christian did this finger thing, which reminded me of a Thanksgiving dinner several years ago.
Boy,
can you Christian said to my grandmother this thing that he's going to tell you what he said.
So yeah, we were sitting at the big table. It was me and my mom and Ian and my brother Damien and Grandpa, my grandmother, my Aunt Nancy, my Uncle John, my cousins Paul and Jamie. We're all sitting there. My grandmother was she's passed now, but she was a little uptight, you know, sweet, loving, made some nice fluffy eggs and whatever. But, you know, there were certain things you didn't talk about. She liked things the way she liked them. And those things were things that were pretty popular maybe in the 50s, you know, relationships. That's a whole other story. But she just was very straight and narrow, grandchildren, respect their elders, all that shit. So we're sitting there and I was, I like to push buttons and boundaries and all that stuff. And sitting at the table, and it was kind of a lull in conversation. I'm like, hey,
Grandma.
Hey, Grandma. Yes. Why can't you masturbate with these two fingers? And Grandpa's like, oh, he's getting ready to backhand me. Everybody's like, oh fuck, what is Christian doing? And she goes, why? Trying to be kind of cool, but obviously uncomfortable. And I go, because they're mine. Crickets.
Everyone died.
And then Grandpa, never seen him so purple. Then everybody lost it. And Grandma was like, yeah, who wants more? And she walked away to get more.
And then she collapsed and died in the kitchen. It was a really sad night after all.
Yeah, but then we went back in time and I didn't tell the joke. And then we had her for about another 25 years.
Yeah, which we regretted.
This is like a sci-fi movie. If I made like that movie Multiplicity.
Oh yeah.
So if I took Ian and I made a dub of him, it's crazy because it's like W. It's like
except he's kind of malfunctioned. He's like yeah.
What's it called? The multiplicity? When you
I don't duplicate.
When you
multiply.
Clone. Yeah.
Copy.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where we all have to pick a film that we would pick that is not our own if we had to choose one of them. But it can't be your own. Christian, what film would you pick?
I want to go with Birth.
All right. Which it takes some girth. Birth. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Good pick. That's a really good pick.
Yeah. Mom told me if I didn't pick it, I'd be grounded.
Okay, yeah. And then you would be. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with About Time. I'm sorry, brother. I love you. I love you. I think Girl Cafe is a lovely little film, but
it's all mine. I don't need you guys to love it.
There's a Ben Folds song in About Time that gets played like 400 times, so I gotta love that movie. Okay, Bill, your turn.
I'm going to go with the masterpiece that is Birth.
Does that mean
you get
you win?
Employee of the Month, a key for outstanding performance on effort.
Yes, this rarely happens. This is like the best day of my life.
So nice.
Other than the day I met you, Christian, which was the day I was born.
Which was the worst day of my life.
I know. So this is the point. He's so mean. I love him.
I love you, Eanie.
I love you
little
too,
Eanie.
little Chrissy Wissy.
Eanie weenie.
Chrissy Wissy. Woo.
Eanie weenie woo woo. I'm wetty.
That's the thing. And then they would go 1, 2, 3, wet, and I would cry in the car.
You know who does that now?
Who? Coco. Yeah, she's done it to me.
My 6-year-old daughter.
His kids call me Uncle Penis.
Well, no. Oh, well, Avery, right.
Yeah.
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 Uncle Penis. Uncle
There's
Enos.
no reason
Uncle Penis.
This is where you find this week's pick.
That's why you chose Girth.
You can find Girth. You can rent it on iTunes. I just wrote rent on Tunes. That's supposed to say iTunes.
Rent Tunes.
You can find Girl in the Cafe on YouTube, and About Time is on Netflix. But definitely see Birth. It's worth paying a couple of bucks or having Christian send it to you.
Really good. It's really good.
Little brother,
really
big brother. Yeah. Thank you for
thank you, big brother.
Yeah, thank you, big brother, for joining us.
Thank you, little brothers.
You better come back. We love you.
Sure.
We're gonna play a little goodbye song, but stick around for 2 seconds.
Oh shit.
Bill, do you want to play it, or do you actually? Should I do it?
Yeah, why not? Go crazy.
Wait, here it goes. I'm gonna pick a little thingy, and then here it goes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I'm gonna hit it again. Bye.
Pop the popcorn, grab a Coke, and find that old VHS. We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a vintage quest. Low reviews but high on laughs. Let's give these films a cheer. The cult classics, flops, and nuts. There are topics this year. We're the Ejectables, rolling back the years, celebrating movies that no one else cheers. From backhand juice to epic fails, we say it's all good. We're the Ejectables, yeah, we're misunderstood.